Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss this beautiful poem, The Glove and the Lions, which is written by Leigh. So when we look at the title of the poem, the glove here symbolizes the test of love which was given by the lady towards her lover, and the lions here represent danger or the challenge that was given. So when we take a look at the glimpse of the entire poem, we can see an ABAB type of rhyming scheme. It's like sport, coat, pride, side, show, below, and so on. So that kind of rhyming scheme is followed in the poem. Okay, so let's look at the first few lines. King Francis was a hearty king and loved a royal sport. And one day, as his lions fought, sat looking on the court. Okay, so the description of King Francis given as a very hearty king. Hearty is lively or jovial, and loved a royal sport. So he loved royal sports. So here the royal sport is watching lions fight. And this was a form of entertainment for the kings. And one day, okay, the nobles filled the benches and the lion and the ladies in their pride, and amongst them sat the Count de Lorge with one for whom he sighed. Okay. So let's see who all were the spectators for the royal sport. So spectators means who are watching. So the spectators included nobles and also ladies. So the ladies in their pride. So pride is showing that they are exhibiting their status. Maybe it could be by wearing their finest attires. And amongst them, who was there? Count de Lorge. And he can see to be longing for the woman he desire. Longing is like desiring for the woman that he loved among the spectators. And truly it was a gallant thing to see that crowning show, valor and love and a king above and the royal beasts below. So they are saying that it was a magnificent spectacle to see valor. So valor here is represented by the lions showing bravery. Love is the love of Count de Lorge that he has for his lover, and a king above. So king above is they're showing that the king is seated on a raised bench and the royal lions are below. So they're saying they're giving description of what a magnificent spectacle it was to see all of this. Ramped and roared the lions with horrid laughing jaws. They bit, they glared, and gave blows like beams, and wind went with their paws. Okay, so here if you see personification is used. So it is said horrid laughing jaws. So what is personification? Giving human traits to talking about human traits. So here the lions are shown to be like laughing. So ramped and roared. So they're saying the lions prowled and roared aggressively. Aggressively. Okay, so the lions they prowled and roared aggressively, and when they bared their teeth at each other, it looked like they were laughing. So when they bared their ferocious teeth, it looked like they were laughing, but they were actually baring their teeth at each other, the lions. They bit, they glared. Okay, so they were very fierce. So here, if you see imagery is used, a lot of explanation is used of how the fight was going on, and they give blows like beams. So here the figure of speech, when something is compared and said it looks like or as if or as though, then the figure of speech is simile. So they're saying the lions gave each other blows like beams. So they were so strong and mighty that it looks like beams that are used in buildings. So buildings use strong beams to make them strong. And so the blows were also like these beams. A wind went with their paws. So a strong gush of wind blew as they moved their paws, so it's showing their strength. With wallowing might and stifled roar, they rolled on one another. So they are saying with immense crushing might and stifled roll. So stifled is suppress. So here what they're trying to say is the lions, they were so mighty and their crushing power that they were rolling over each other and trying to suppress each other's roar till all the pit with sand and mane was in a thunderous smother. Okay. So I hope you all know what a mane is. The hair around the face of a lion is called a mane. So since they were rolling over each other, the mane was filled with the sand, or it was entangled with the sand that was present in the pit, and it was a total chaotic turmoil. So if you see here, in total in this entire stanza, hyperbole is used. Hyperbole is extreme exaggeration to prove a point. So here extreme exaggeration is used so that it shows how powerful these lions were. The bloody foam above the bars came whisking through the air. So foam is this frothing of the saliva. It was mixed with blood. That is why it is called the bloody foam. So the frothing saliva mixed with blood came whisking through the air above the bar. So through the barricade that separated the people from the lions, this bloody foam came above the air. So imagery is used here so that we can imagine the situation in our minds. Said Francis then, "Faith, gentlemen, we are better here than there." So what did the King Francis say? That, so what did he say or proclaim? That it is, or we are lucky to be spectators than to be part of this brutal fight that is happening below. Brutal fight. Yes. De Lorge's lover overheard the king, a beauteous, lively dame, with smiling lips and sharp bright eyes, which always seemed the same. Okay. So the count's lover overheard what the king had said. And how is she described? She is described to be vividly beautiful, with smiling lips and sharp bright eyes, which is which seem the same. So it is saying it's constantly sparkling. That's why it's the bright, sharp, bright eyes. And her looks are alluring. What is alluring? Alluring is attracting. Okay. She thought the Count, my lover, is brave as brave can be. He surely would do wondrous things to show his love of me. So she considered the Count to be brave. Okay. Extremely brave, and expected him to prove his love towards her and go to any extreme length to do that. She expected him to go to any extreme length to prove his love for her. King, ladies, lovers, all look on. The occasion is divine. I'll drop my glove to prove his love. Great glory will be mine. So she said, since so many noble people are present as spectators, she considered it to be the perfect situation for a grand display, where she decided to drop her glove among the ferocious lion and expected the count to prove his depth of love and devotion or admiration for her. Devotion or admiration for her by putting his life at stake, and she would find all glory after that. So you can see that she is having an ego boost here where she's saying even though he will jeopardize his life or put his life in stake, when he fulfills that, glory will be hers. She dropped her glove to prove his love, then looked at him and smiled. He bowed and in a moment leaped among the lions wild. So after dropping her glove, she looked at him and smiled. So it's a non-verbal form of communication saying, please retrieve the glove for me. He gracefully, without a moment of hesitation, so in a moment, so without even battling an eyelid, he leapt among the lion. So he jumped into the pit. The leap was quick, return was quick. He has regained his place. So here he's saying the leap was quick. So it's showing he was very agile, showing his agility. Or another word is deftness. So the leap was quick and return was quick. So quickly he went and retrieved the glove and he has regained his place. So he has sat in his place. So he can say that he has regained his glory or his bravery that was at stake. Then threw the glove, but not with love, right in the lady's face. So here you can see irony. Irony, she's expected a different outcome, saying that he will retrieve it with love and give it to her and she will get glory. But here he threw the glove. So here she did not expect that outcome. He threw the glove, but not with love. So disdain. So you can see. Okay, so disdain means not with respect, but with a sense of spite, or you can say it was spitefully violent of him to throw the glove at the lady's face. She expected it to be a tender form of love expression, but it happened to be something totally opposite. By God, said Francis, rightly done, and he rose from where he sat. So if you see here, first he was taken by surprise. That's why saying he, by God, who's Francis, the king. But then he approved, that's why saying rightly done, he approved the actions of the count and stated that it was not okay. So where he got up from where he sat and what did he say? No love, quoth he, but vanity sets love a task like that. So if you see quoth, and there are many such words that are used here. So this is the archaic English. Archaic is the old form of English to show that this happened long time ago. Okay, so what did he say? He stated that it was not genuine love, but vanity or pride or ego boost was the motive behind such a challenge, as the life was at stake, because real love would not require a test in such a dangerous manner. Okay, so the ending of the poem had a very unexpected turn of events, but it also brings in a lot of themes in the poem. Let's discuss further. So the theme is first is power. Power in the poem is portrayed through various means. The first is definitely the powerful lions that fought among themselves. The second is the power of the royal people, where as a form of entertainment they are using such powerful and majestic animals to fight among themselves and also showing the pride that they have. So that shows power. Also, towards the end of the poem, it elicits how power was misused by the lady. So, various forms of power is shown. The next theme is definitely vanity. The poem highlights how vanity and pride was the reason which made the lady drop her glove and not true love. Also, she had a yearning for attention and a sense of self importance. So this was not done to prove anybody's love, but just to seek attention among all the people. The third theme is, I think, the most important one about true love. Genuine love is never tested, and that too through superficial displays and through dangerous means. So I hope you understood the entire poem, and if you like the way I teach, please do subscribe so that you don't miss any important lessons. And you can also share this page with your friends so that everybody is going to gain from this. Thank you so much.